Hello everyone, my name is Clancy and welcome to the clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we get into the video, please smash me the like button, guys, because it helps the channel with the YouTube algorithm being triggered and going to fetch more members of the clan. I highly appreciate you guys when you do this. I really do. Other than that, guys, let's rush to the Gauteng High Court, which just concluded a few minutes ago, and I must say something. The first thing that I am worried about is the expose of the number that ends with 1239, which is Lungisane Ndwandwe. And Ms. Mshololo indicated that she is going to call him on the witness stand to kind of like confirm this number if it belongs to him, and probably other questions that they may pose on him. And that kind of like got me a little bit worried for his safety. I really am worried for his safety, because to shut him up and to get this piece of evidence basically moved out of the way, because you know how Ratha is going to be like, but he's dead, but he's dead. So we can't have this. And yet, Mr. Mshololo, even though I do understand the judge when he said that it's not allowed to call him in court, rather have him on the stand and then you can cross-examine him on this particular number. I also found interesting the fact that he made reference of calling the devil in hell when he actually fought Mr. Mngomezulu regarding African spiritual healing and healers. That I don't know what his problem was about that, but he believes in the existence of heaven and hell and the devil. I'm just saying, I'm talking about in court, not in life. So don't misunderstand me with that one, because it's true. If somebody is possessed by the devil made them do this, and then they come to the stand, and then on the stand you still say the devil made me do it. Of course, at the end of the day, who must we call on the stand is the person that we keep hearing on the stand's name, which is the devil. So of course you can't go and fetch the devil and put him on the stand and cross-examine the devil, right? Just like you can't cross-examine the African spirituals, because they are invisible. However, the African spirituals do possess a human body, either to heal or do damage to people, right? So that I found that was quite interesting, that not so long ago you did not believe in African spiritual healers and healing and things like that, but today you are making reference of Satan in hell, that you can't call him. I get it. I get the point that the person that is mentioned in court ought to be called to answer to why their names were mentioned in court. What do they know, in order to assist the court with information coming to a determination. But my point that I'm trying to make here is that I am worried about Lungisane Ndwandwe. I hope Lungisane Ndwandwe, after hearing his name, is not going to just chill wherever he is. Bro, go into hiding. That's all I can say, because we don't trust a Mr. G somewhere. Oh no. We cannot put it past him that he might want this evidence to disappear and never make its day in court. So just as we close the day today, I don't know, maybe it's me, I misunderstood things. Guys, you know, we are here to assist each other. When I miss something, you guys come in the comment section and then you clarify it for me. And I appreciate it when you do that with such a maturity, intelligence, and kindness. I highly appreciate that. Did I hear correctly from Mr. Mshololo basically almost exposing the state for not disclosing all the 205s? Because for the longest time, many of us are like, for the real cell phone numbers, we don't believe there are 205s. For the fake phone numbers, which now we realize that one of that belongs to Lungisane Ndwandwe, those are the ones that have a 205. Oh, by the way, the Lungisane one also doesn't have a 205, because right now there was a play of words between Mr. House as well as the judge, who's trying to patronize Mr. Mshololo, who's like, I am still posing my question. You guys can go ahead and do an English course 101, but this is my question and I stand by it, which was quite very interesting. That is why I always say to you guys, if you ever find yourself in a legal issue, get it done in your mother tongue. From the statement that you are going to write at the police station, if a police officer says, can I write it? I would write it myself, thank you. So that you don't find yourself interpreting through, upon, on, under, and via. Honestly speaking, Because one word or one terminology in English can screw everything up. So I hope you're understanding what I try to say when I say if I ever find myself in trouble with the law, everything's going to be done in Zulu. Even though I have a good English command of the English language, I want it in English. I mean in Zulu, because there is no playing of words in isiZulu. There's no, oh yeah, the interpretation actually means this. Oh well, the metaphor or the figure of speech. No, there are idioms that are straightforward and there are interpretations that are not interpretable. IsiZulu astolikwa, IsiXhosa astolikwa. Basically meaning these two Nguni languages, we cannot interpret them. A word is a word, right? So for me, it sounds like Mr. Mshololo has an ace up her sleeve for tomorrow. Basically exposing the state that they lied to the court, that they disclosed all the 205s. Because the way she sounded so confident, as well as, yep, I am going to be asking this particular witness on the 205s. And I'm like, 205s? Do they exist? I don't think so. I still do not think so. And all these 205s, clearly the ones that they have, it's not for the phone numbers that belong to any of the accused. Any of them. Why don't we have the 205s of the people that are accused of killing Senzo Meyiwa is what I want to know. That is what Mr. Mshololo has up his sleeve. The other thing that really confused me towards the end of today is when there was I don't know, whatever that was between Ratha and Hose regarding through and 205s through. And I'm like, but Mr. Judge, shouldn't you be hearing information for the first time? Why does it sound like you know everything beforehand? How do you know that all the cell phone numbers have the 205s, even though you've been told by the state that he submitted everything? When are you supposed to hear things for the first time? But no, you are actually exposing that you sit with the state and you go through these documents, and then you have an angle on how you are going to defend the state, how you're going to have Mr. Baloy's back. Is that how I understood it? Because it makes sense why when Zungu went to KwaZulu-Natal to go fetch his handwritten statements, the following Monday we had a judgment. So this is a habit, it looks like, to me at least, that's my opinion on observations. It looks like it's a habit. And the question is, how many poor people that are serving sentences of crimes they did not commit, that Mr. Ratha convicted and sentenced probably to lengthy prison terms? I'm wondering, honestly speaking. So to me, it's starting to look and sound like it's making sense why Steyn resigned, guising as a retirement. I think it discovered something that, let me jump off this Titanic and get into the lifeboat and watch this Titanic sink from a distance. Because that's how it looks like and how it sounds like. He jumped on the lifeboat before he should have jumped on the lifeboat. And he is safe wherever he is and watching the Titanic go down. Because the Titanic is sinking. It has hit the iceberg and the water is going in gallons. So now the question is, what did you discover? Or what was he told that made him go, oh, hell to the no. I'm out of here. And then he retired. How old is Steyn, by the way? Is he already past 65? I'm very interested to hear that. And then comes to Mr. Hose. I think Mr. Hose, when I'm listening to him, honestly, if you listen without emotions, you will actually tell that this man has been thrown under the bus. Maybe he's going to be the fall guy. This is the guy they are going to blame, the scapegoat for all the mess that is going to be exposed by the 205s. I don't think that Gininda, if he takes the stand, is going to take any responsibility when it comes to the cell phone analogies or analysis. He's going to say, well, then you have to ask the cell phone analysis. Maybe that's one of the reasons why Steyn was like, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be prosecuted for purging myself in court for something that I was given and asked to examine or to analyze, and then I did exactly that. I think this is a situation that host finds himself. And I think he's beginning to realize, understand that I'm being played here. And if you're listening again very closely, he is also saving his butt that if ever there is anything that comes that will say host lied, understand, the choice of words that he's using right now, you would exonerate him and say you were misled by the investigating officers. He was misled by the officers that are investigating the Senzo Meyiwa murder. If this is not a cookerization, then I don't know what it is. And I think I'm not staying host, just discovered that. But he's going to have to answer because at the end of the day, he got a sealed bag of cell phones and then he went and analyzed them. And as he's analyzing, in fact, as now he's answering the questions, he's realizing that, oh shoot, oh my goodness. So I don't know how it's going to pan out at the end of the day for him, but he's there to answer questions, and rightfully so. He is correct to say, but I'm not the investigator. I'm just a cell phone analyst. Anything that I am telling you is what was brought to me, and then I went to use the technology and the knowledge I have in abstracting information out of these numbers is what I'm here for. I get that, and I agree with him. Beyond that, he cannot answer. But it sounds as though he was to be the fall guy for the state. Somebody needs to take the blame and somebody needs to be arrested, prosecuted, and sentenced for lying through their teeth. And host just discovered that, I think. So other than that, guys, I don't think there's much to say regarding what happened because we are on this cell phone data thing, and I think there are some exposés, unintended exposés that are happening in this court through stain or via stain or upon stain or whatever the argument is on this word through. Because to me, it sounded as though this through argument, there is a cell phone number that they have a 205 on, but there's a second phone number that will go through this 205, meaning that that particular cell phone number does not have its own 205. However, it's going to climb on the back of the one that has a 205, if I'm making any sense. That's how it sounded like to me. Interpretation. It's interpretation, guys. Have your case in your mother tongue, so that you never find yourself having a judge like Ratha who will misunderstand you deliberately and sentence you for something you did not do. Have it in your mother tongue, not in English. I'm telling you, there's too many words in English are interpretable so many times and so many ways. But other than that, guys, if you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody that's super thanking the channel and supporting it financially. I highly appreciate you guys so very much. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what was your thought. What was your take in today's proceedings? I still say it was important. And oh, by the way, I almost forgot to say this. Advocate Mshololo, wow, ma'am. Yeah, you were slow poison today. I love your assertiveness and your strength on that floor, especially when Ratha was coming at you. You were like, no. Not today, Satan. No more. No more. I love that. But anyways, please also leave a comment down below and let me know what was your thoughts about what happened today. What was the highlight of today for you? And what is your thoughts about host? Do you think he was misled? Do you think it's part of the lie? I really don't think it's part of the lie. I think he just discovered that, I am now part of a lie. And he has to save his skin at the end of the day. And also share this video far and wide. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Today I'm standing, I feel like a television presenter. How do you think I'll do as a TV presenter? Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.